Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will start our question number 4. The statement of the question number 4 is that you have to find the rational numbers p and rational number q. But before we start our question number 4, first we have to know how we multiply different variables and we can get our final answer. For example, if I write 3a minus b, this is our algebraic expression in which there are two terms. We simply multiply 3 with a, then 3 with b. Then your answer will be 3a minus 3b. This is a simple multiplication if we add two different variables and all of the variables have different terms. For example, this term is a minus b. In this expression is a minus b, and in this expression there are two terms. This is our first term and this is our second term, and we have 3x plus 2y. Now how we multiply these two terms or these two expressions? For the multiplication of these two expressions, we simply first pick a. If we write a there and multiply with 3x plus 2y, so you can write there 3x plus 2y. Similarly, in between this expression the sign is minus, so you pick minus and the second term is b. Now you multiply b with, again multiply 3x plus 2y. When you multiply these terms, you can get your answer. If we multiply a with 3x, you get 3ax. If you multiply a with 2y, you get 2ay. Now similarly, again multiply these b with both of these terms. So in between the sign is minus. This minus can affect all of the terms or the expression that are written inside these brackets. In last class we learned that if minus multiply with plus, you get answer minus. If you multiply minus with minus, you get positive, and if you multiply plus with plus, you get positive, which means this is minus. And I also say that if there is no sign, then the sign is positive. There is a positive sign. If we multiply minus with positive, you get minus, and then multiply b with 3x, you get 3bx. Again this sign is positive and this sign is negative. This minus then multiply with plus, you get minus, and your answer will be 2by. This type of multiplication is used in our question number 4. So first we have to know how we multiply different expression or different variables that are multiplying with each other. So you have to know about this multiplication method. Now in this question we have to find p and q. And how we find p and q? First we write there 8 minus 3 square root 2 over 4 plus 3 square root 2, and it is equal to p plus q square root 2 as given in our questions. And how we solve? In the question number 1, we know that there is no need of a radical expression or radical sign value in our denominator. So we have to end this radical expression in our denominator, and for this we use a method that is rationalization method. So we rationalize there. How we rationalize? We simply take conjugate of our denominator. It will become 4 minus 3 square root 2, and multiply with numerator and with denominator also. So you write 4 minus 3 square root 2 there also. Now you can see these numerator are multiplied with numerator because there is a sign of multiplication, and denominator is multiplying with denominator. On denominator, we write 8 minus 3 square root 2 as it is, and we use bracket there and write 4 minus 3 square root 2. And in denominator, you can use your formula, that is, if a plus b and a minus b, in that multiplication you can see in first expression it is a and b, in second expression it is x and y, so you cannot apply that formula in this term. This formula is only applicable when both of the terms are same, but only difference of plus and minus. So you can write there a square minus b square. Same case here, this is over a plus b, this is over a plus b, and this is over a minus b. Only difference is that one term with plus and second term with minus, and both of the terms are same. So you write there 4 square minus 3 square root 2 whole square, and it is equal to p plus q square root 2. Now you can see in numerator these terms are different. First term is 8 minus 3 square root 2, second term is 4 minus 3 square root 2, which means you have to use this multiplication method that we understand before we start our question. So how we multiply? It is very simple, because these are the variables and this is our numbers, and it is easy to multiply numbers. First we write 8 and write our complete term, that is 4 minus 3 square root 2. In second term, this is sign of minus, you use minus and write 3 square root 2, and again write 4 minus 3 square root 2. And in denominator, the square of 4 is 16 minus, as it is, this square is on 3 and on square root 2 also, so you write 3 square into 9, and this square cancel with square root, so you get 2, and it is equal to p plus q square root 2. If we multiply 8 with 4, you get 32. If you multiply 8, there is sign of minus. If you multiply 8 with 3, you get 24, and square root 2 as it is, because it is the radical expression or with radical sign. Then we multiply minus, as you see there, this is the sign of minus and this is with sign of positive. So minus, then when multiply with positive you get a minus, so we can write there minus. 3 multiply with 4, the answer will be 12, and square root 2 as it is. Now this is minus and this is minus also, then minus minus is plus, then this is 3 square root 2 and this is also 3 square root 2, so you can write it 3 square root 2 and whole power is 2. Similarly, if we multiply x with x, you get x square. If you multiply 2 with 2, you get you write it as 2 square. Similarly, here you can also write 3 square root 2 with power 2, and it is 16 minus 18, and it is equal to p plus q square root 2. Now if you see 32, you can write as it is. If you see, this square is on 3 and square root 2 also. The square of 3 is 9, and this cancel with square root 2, you get plus 9 into 2. As you see there, both of these terms are same. How is it same? Because square root 2 is there and square root 2 is there also. So you can use an addition or subtraction operation there. Now how we which operation we can apply there? You see there, this sign is minus and this sign is minus also. If we want to apply operation on it, so you can see minus, if the terms with both with minus, then these both terms can be add, If we add 24 with 12, so you get 36, but sign remains same, so you write 24 square root 2, and in denominator your answer will be minus 2. How it is minus 2? Because here the operation we can apply, that 16 minus 18. If we subtract 16 minus 18, you get minus 2. How we get minus 2? Basically 18 is the greatest value, and this where the sign with the greater value is minus, so you write there minus, and it is equal to p plus q square root 2. Now 32 written as it is, 9 multiplied with 2 you get 18, and minus 24 square root 2 as it is, and minus 2 as it is, and you write p plus q square root 2 as it is. Here you see both of these numbers are adding, and if we add 32 with 18 you get 50. Your answer is, sorry, is equal to note we can use 50, and minus 24 square root 2 as it is, and minus 2 in denominator, and your answer equal to p plus q square root 2. Now on the question you can raise there, why we cannot add this 50 and 24 or subtract with 50 with 24? The reason is that this is a simple number, and there is no multiplication of any radical expression or radical sign, but in that number the 24 is multiplying with a number that is a radical, so you cannot add or subtract both of these numbers, so this is written as it is. Now we have to convert over answer with similarly it is written. How we can write this? We simply write 50 divided by minus 2 and minus 24 over square root 2 over minus 2, and it is equal to p plus q square root 2. Then you can see this is minus sign. If we divide 50 with 2, you get minus 25. This is minus and this is minus. Minus minus will become plus, and this 2 cancel out with 24. You get 12 and square root 2, and it is p plus q square root 2. Now you can see this answer, that answer will become similar to this. How you can understand? There is a sign of equal to in between them, so we can say that p will become equal to 25 and q will become equal to 12, and square root 2 is as it is, so you write p is equal to minus 25 and q is equal to 12. So this is over. This is our final answer. Now we start over question number 5. In today class we only do one part of question number 5, and in next class we will complete over exercise 1.2 with remaining 3 part that is been in question number 5. The part 1 is 25 3 power 2 multiply 243 power 3 by 5, and in denominator it is 16 power 3 by 4 and multiply 8 power 4 by 3. This question is similar to question number 2. You have to use same steps that you use in question number 2. How we start is 25. First we have to make factor of 25. It will become 5 and it will become 5 So you get 5 power 2 and whole power is 3 by 2. Multiply 243. So you also have to make 243 factors. So you make with 3, 8 and 3 and 327, 9 and 3 and 3 So you write there 3 power 5 and whole power is 3 by 5. In denominator 16, you have to make factors of 16 also. So 16 2 8 2 4 2 2 and 2 So you write 2 power 4 and whole power 3 by 4. Multiply 8 can be written as 2 power 3 and 4 power 3. So next step will be, these are multiplying, so you write 2 multiply 3 by 2, multiply 3 5 multiply 3 by 5 over 2 power 4 multiply 3 by 4, and multiply 2 power 3 multiply 4 by 3. This 2 cancel out with this 2, this 5 cancel out with this 5, 4 cancel out with this 4, and 3 cancel with this 3. So you only get 5 power 3 multiply 3 power 3. Basically these threes are the powers of the original questions, so these threes cannot be cancelled out. This is 2 power 3 and this is 2 power 4. Sorry, this is 5. This is 5, so you replace it with 5. Now 5 power 3 means not you have to multiply 5 with 3, you simply multiply 3 times 5. Similarly 3 can be written 3 multiply 3 multiply 3. In denominator, this is 2 power 5, so you have to write 2 5 times, 1 2 3 4 5, and here also 4 times. And if you first multiply 5 with 5, you get 125. Yes, 125 multiply 3 multiply 3, and it is 27. In denominator, if you multiply all of the 2's, you get your answer 512. And if you multiply 125 with 27, so you get 3375 over 512, and it is our final answer. You cannot cancel out these two rational numbers. Basically this is a odd number, last one, and this is an even number, so even number or odd number cannot be cancelled with each other. So students, this is over today. This is our today lessons. In next lesson we will complete over question number 5, and with that question number 5 over exercise 1.2 also completed. Thank you for today.